Hey everyone, it's Kelly, and it's that time of year again. It's time for those October art challenges. Are you going to do any this year? It snuck up on me so fast this year, I almost didn't do one just because I wasn't prepared. So at the last minute, and I mean this morning, I finally decided on what to do. You know, there are just so many to choose from. There's Inktober, there's Washtober, there's Drawtober, there's Cattober, there's Spooktober. I don't know, there's a tober for everything. But this year I decided to do my very own and kind of strike out on my own. I'm going to do Squaretober. The basic premise is to take about a 4x4-inch square of paper and either do a tangle, a neurographic drawing, a doodle, something that I can do in about an hour or two, and record it and upload a video every single day here on my channel so that whatever challenge you're doing, you'll have an art buddy. Bring your challenge on over, tune me in, we'll just chat and do some art. And if you haven't figured out what challenge you want to do, just cut some 4x4-inch pieces of paper and doodle with me. Just come on over. I'll make you some coffee or some hot cocoa, or if it's hot where you are, I'll make some passion tea. We'll put on some good music. We'll talk about our favorite YouTubers. I have a couple of new well, they're not new. They're new to me. Okay, there are a couple that I really have grown to like a lot recently. Larry the Lobster. This man in South Carolina, and I hope they're doing okay with the hurricane. If you're on the East Coast, I hope you're doing okay, or in Florida. But this man in South Carolina went to the grocery store, and I think he was getting ready to get some seafood to eat. But he saw this lobster, and I guess he felt kind of sorry for it. And he has saltwater tanks at his house. So he decided on the spur of the moment to get this lobster and take it home with him and rescue it. And as a side note, my son came home with a story. He went to the vape shop and he said somebody came in walking their pet lobster. And I was like, no way, no way. You're putting me on. I called him on it. I said, I don't believe you. So yeah, you can leave lobsters out for I think they said 36 hours I don't know, a lot longer than I would have thought. I don't think it's very nice to do that. Can you imagine sitting there someplace and seeing somebody come in walking their pet lobster? How could you get it to cooperate? I don't understand how that works. But anyway, and it's not Larry the Lobster. Oh my gosh. It's Leon the Lobster. How could I bungled that name? Because he's adorable as far as lobsters go. No, but I've gotten rather invested in this lobster because he's molted and everything. And they showed it. The guy showed his lobster molting, which is kind of gross, but kind of fascinating too. Anyway, I'll put a link to that channel in my video description, okay? You can go take a look for yourself. I'm not kidding. It's kind of interesting how I got him home. He came in a to-go box. I'm sorry. He came in a to-go box. Have you ever heard of anything so crazy? Okay, I think I got a hold of myself now. But it is really an interesting story. I mean, you know, they put those rubber bands around their pinchers, their claws. And so, yeah, the lobster came in a box with no water or anything. I mean, he was just in the air, and brought him home. And the tank apparently was already set up because he's into that stuff. I mean, he already had he keeps saltwater aquariums. So there was one already set up, and he got Leon into the tank and set him up and everything, and has had a camera on him. And well, I mean, not all the time, just for the videos. I'm not describing this well at all, and I'm sorry, but I think you're just going to have to go and look for yourself. And please, please share with me if you have any channels that you really enjoy. Please share them in the comments, because most of the stuff they have on TV right now is so, can I say it, stupid, or just repetitive, or maybe I'm just watching the wrong shows. I don't know, but they're not good. And that's why I spend so much time on YouTube. And I don't just watch art channels. In fact, a lot of the time lately, I'm not watching art channels because I've seen almost everybody's art that that I'm particularly interested in, which is probably not fair, because there might be other channels like mine that are just new, and or not necessarily new, but kind of emerging. I don't know. But yeah, if you have a channel that you would like to tell me about, I'll go check it out, and then I'll talk about it in one of my next videos. So for now, I'll talk a little bit about this little tangle that I did. I haven't studied the whole Zentangle thing. I don't know how to do the official stuff. These are not Zentangle tiles. They're scraps of hot press watercolor paper that I had from making sketchbooks. I had like these 4-inch pieces of scrap. Don't ever throw your scraps away, for goodness sake, if they're of any size at all. And even the little thin ones can be used for stuff. Sometimes I use it to test out colors. That way I'm not wasting my good watercolor paper, my big sizes, cutting it down to test stuff out. But I learned that from Lindsay Wyrick. That's another really good channel, but you guys probably already know about Lindsay. And I just use graphite to shade, and I may have to eat my hat about watercolor pencils, because they're good for these little shading in these little places. I use some watercolor pencil in the center there to kind of intensify a little bit, and they were perfect for that. So, okay, my hat tastes not very good, but the watercolor pencils did their thing. And I used my new Copic multi-liners. I'm gonna wait to give you a review on those. I think those are the kind of thing you have to use for like 6 months or a year, a lot, to really give a good review, because the tips could wear down really fast, or I don't know, anything could happen. But I will say I liked using them a lot, and I finally got the set, and I like the different line widths. And if they hold up at all well, they could probably replace, for a lot of things, they could probably replace my technical pens. Anyway, you guys, it's the end of the video. I hope you had fun, and come back and see me tomorrow. I don't know what time, it might be late, but I'm going to try really hard to get these out every single day so we can spend some time together. Take care. Bye.